Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. I wonder if I'll be held responsible for this.
Hello everyone, we're the D20 duo because that's the name we came up with, and this is Questlog.
Questlog.
Horribly late.
You're gonna say it every time, but like I give up. It's fine.
Now you're just doing it on purpose.
I don't even care anymore. it's gonna be the same the outcome's gonna be the same every time.
That's fair.
Acceptance. I'm past the anger, the bargaining, the sadness. I've reached the final stage of acceptance.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's where we want to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Legionkaje, he's MrWrong. We're back to talk about more Chrono Trigger. Today we're discussing our gameplay about that we did last week. And
yes,
we tackled Tyranno Keep and fought the war with the Reptites. So
yes, we found out that Azela is a female.
Right? Fucking
that was
reveals
not
here.
known at all. That was, I mean, with these graphics already, like the females are very prominent of what gender they are.
Yeah.
The reptiles, they have no defining features for me to tell. I have no idea. But then when they're like, yeah, she did this, I was like, she did this?
Yep.
Okay. Like, you go, girl, but like, didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was a switch. We still killed her, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Shoot. Yeah, spoilers. Goddamn.
This game is 30 years old.
So?
Statutes of limitations has ended on spoiler alerts past 20 years at least. No. Wait, what is the time frame before a game becomes retro?
15.
I feel like that. Okay, so 15 years is the end of spoilers. It has been twice that amount. Spoilers don't exist. Well, for me, I can say it. You can't, because we haven't finished the game yet. You can't be a spoiler out.
Fair. Fair. You know, and it's funny because as we were talking before we started recording this, we're definitely getting into spoilers territory because of all the story events that happen after Tyranno Lair in 12,000 BC. But of course, could MrWrong be bothered to pay attention to all the story that was happening then? No, not at all. So
I paid attention to the books that opened up and had elements. I was focused on that. That's the only thing that had my attention. I was like, magic books? Yes, items?
You just wanted stuff. All you cared about was stuff.
Stuff
and things.
I'm a bougie bitch. I need my things.
He's a fucking squirrel. Shiny!
Shiny! Shiny gadget. More like a raven. I fucking swoop in. I'm like, that's mine.
I've been seeing these videos on Instagram, these reels on Instagram. They kind of remind me of like what I'd expect you to be. And they're trolls, and they're trying to buy Pokemon cards from shops and stuff. And I'll find one and I'll send you it later. I don't know. It just when I saw it, it reminded me of you, but I didn't send it to you for whatever reason.
Okay.
It just seemed like something you would do to try to create content.
Kind of scared.
You should be.
What kind of personality do you think I really have? Do I look like a scam artist to you?
Scam artist? No.
Well, you'd be wrong.
Wow.
No.
A content whore? Yes.
Yes. Sometimes. Because I post so much.
You do.
I post so many things.
It's funny because you'll go for like a month without posting anything, and then you'll
Yeah,
post
and
10
then I'll
videos in
go-
one night.
Yep. I have to be in that mindset. If I'm not in that mindset, you ain't gonna see me for weeks.
It's amazing that I can get him on this schedule, folks. Not gonna lie.
I what's the word? I've I don't know what the fucking word is. But like I promised this time to you and I've obligated. I've obligated this time to you and I don't go back on that kind of shit because I'm not the only person it affects. If it only affects me, I can fuck myself over every day. Like I don't care. I don't like doing that to other people.
That's fair and appreciated.
Yeah.
Um, so we were talking about spoilers. You need a fan under your desk like I have.
Under my desk.
Yeah.
I don't need a spatula. My balls are fine.
What? No, it's sitting just underneath my desk and blowing air up at me.
So you're constantly getting blown under your desk.
Hey, it's the only way it happens.
I got a remote for my fan, so I turned my fan on, but I want it to do the How do you make it do the reverse? This button?
It's
Oh, it's going faster.
It's a like a portable fan. Like the idea is like it's a rechargeable portable fan. Like I bought it to take on my cruise with me originally, because the staterooms on the cruise ships are never cool enough. Like they're cool, but they're not at my level of comfort in terms of sleeping type of cool. Plus,
well, I assume it's because of the humidity. Like I feel like that probably has a big because like you're not doing that during the winter. It's gonna be hot as fuck out with humidity. You're on the ocean, all that.
yeah.
So the rooms are probably extra damp. So it's like a night on the 4th of July.
But yeah, so I bought this for that, and it would fit on top of my desktop if I had room on my desk, but I don't have any room on my desk. when I move and I rearrange my whole streaming setup as part of that move, I will hopefully have a little bit more room on my desk at that point.
Get one of those hand fans that you can fill up with water and just spray yourself every once in a while.
I don't need to go that far. And I definitely don't need to spray it down there.
It helps remove the balls from the side of your thigh, so you don't need a spatula to fucking get them off.
I'd rather them be stuck to the side of my thigh than wet.
No, that's how you fucking get ball erosion, where it rolls when you walk. It's terrible.
This podcast has gone completely off the rail.
Normal.
As you say, completely normal around this joint. No one's surprised.
No one's surprised.
Anyway, sorry, I need to get a lozenge. Lozenge. So we decided to tackle Tyranno Lair today, because that was the next inevitable step in our gameplay.
Yes.
So
which the biggest difficulty about the lair was the random fucking teleporting room where there's one object you cannot get to. Like there's only 2 paths and both of them teleport you away.
There's a way to get there. I don't remember it, but there is a way to get there.
My assumption is that there's a teleportation spot that will teleport you by it, and then you'll teleport out through the 2 paths. But I was getting so sick of getting teleported that I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. Let me go kill something. I need to kill something.
No, that's fair. That's fair, honestly. And there again, I can't reveal anything. There might be a point where we kind of revisit Tyranno Lair, so
oh, there's a chance that we can get the one item.
Yeah, so it might be one of those things where it's there still when we go back.
Would it be? Because didn't Sonic the Hedgehog fucking destroy this entire area?
Spoilers.
It still happens. It's statute of limitations. But didn't this place blow up? Here, let me do a quick walkthrough. We ran through a bunch, and then we killed a boss, and then fucking Lavos blew up the world, but it didn't blow up the world. It created this mini crater, which the whole planet would be destroyed realistically if this thing came from outer space, the size that it is. But that's semantics.
Well, so I'll cover that here in 2 seconds, okay?
Speedrun it.
Think about that idea of me saying like that we may venture back into Tyranno Lair at some point. You have to remember that we're going through time, okay?
Oh, that's true.
And something that exists in one time theoretically will exist in some way, shape, or form in another time. You just it might not be
it's the remnants.
It might not be a straight castle like it is now.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Okay.
But yeah, so Azalea does say that Lavos' falling will usher in an ice age the likes of which the world has never seen. And if you remember correctly, when we go to the next timeline, which is 12,000 BC, it's an ice age on the planet.
Yeah.
So theoretically, that ice age lasts for freaking 65 million years.
Jesus.
So Lavos pretty much does, destroy, like, inadvertently destroy the planet.
Right. Which, that's in 12,000 BC, but our characters are from 1,000 BC, aren't they?
Yeah. No. 1000 AD.
80. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, wait. So we're in 12,000 BC then, but we're from 1000 AD.
Yep.
And the Frog is from 600 AD.
Yep.
Okay. What Robo's from?
2300 AD.
80.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll make more sense with probably our next gameplay because we'll have access to, like, instead of going to the pillars and having to look at the pillars, we'll have access to an actual, like, meter that shows the timeline chronology. So.
Oh, you had set yourself up for such a good pun. You're like, it'll make sense in time. And you just kept talking. I was like,
Yep.
oh, you fumbled that layup.
That's what
so
I do.
bad.
That's what I do around here.
It would have been a perfect pun. Anyway, we also fought Daddy Dragon.
Yeah, Nizbel. Nizbel's back. Despite the fact that it looked like we had killed him last time, I could have swore like he dissolved.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought we actually killed him. Unless this is his twin brother. I don't know.
Nope.
But I thought we also killed him back in the mountain area.
Nope.
Because I don't remember him just, like, running off.
Still remembered us even. Like, recognized us,
Yeah.
whole 9 yards. But yeah, so we fought Nizbel. I was at bit of an advantage comparatively because I had Luminaire. You did not. And
You had an advantage the entire stream because you had the charm to steal stuff and everything else. And I'm nowhere near any of that right now. I got to do some farming because you were able to get a strength and a magic capsule, which will help you with our late game stuff.
hopefully,
So
I don't think one capsule is going to determine whether you can get
it
max
won't
strength
make
or
or
not.
break.
But
Well,
in the now,
you said before we'll be able to max. He's gonna be maxed out regardless. You said
should be.
by level 99, so like should be fine either way. But yeah, he wasn't too difficult. Obviously, he was harder than the last time. But
Yeah, it was more just the electrical discharge AOE move constantly like jacking us for a couple hundred HP. And since you have to pretty much keep using electricity on him, he keeps using that back at you. So, but But I mean, like all of the monsters in prehistory, he was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. There wasn't a big gimmick that we had to worry about with him.
Yeah, just again the electricity. Now the next
Yeah.
boss, not so much. I don't. We got through it, but I don't remember like specifically what gimmick worked with it because it didn't seem like thunder was doing that much damage to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no. The next battle, it didn't seem to matter what you used. It didn't really lower the defense the way it should have. Like, just basically doing the best power move you had was the only way to get through it.
yeah, yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. Who did you go into the battle with as a team? It has to be Chrono and Ayla, or Isla. Did you go with Marley still?
Yeah, I think I had Marley. I had switched Marley out with Robo, so it would be one of the two because I was trying to get the uh techniques.
Hmm.
I was trying to get those with every character so I kept switching them out whenever one of them learned one of the techs. So I'm pretty sure it was Isla and Marley though,
Gotcha.
or the two that I had used because heals. I needed heals.
No, that's fair. And if I remember correctly, Marley does have a AOE heal. She can heal everyone at once, which is a nice thing to have.
Yeah, it's not super effective. I think it's only like 100 some. So like it's okay, but I think her heal with Robo is the best.
Well, yeah, 'cause, both her and Robo have healing spells. So if they're using a dual tech that's a healing thing, it's going to be
Yeah.
extremely effective. So
Yes. It is very effective.
it's super effective. All right, let's skip forward here a little bit
Oh yeah.
to the meeting.
Yeah, this fucking battle almost killed me because I was testing to see how much HP it really had with regular attacks, and it fucking almost wiped me out. Not a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Tyranno.
or Black Tyranno is considered one of the harder bosses in the game. So,
Yeah.
in fact, I think people might actually consider it the hardest boss in the game. Like of the non-optional bosses.
Oh,
Um,
were you gonna look it up how many non-optional ones? Because I was about to ask that. As I say, how many non-optional bosses are there? Yeah, and he fucking was a tank.
Oh no! I guess people don't. I always thought they did. Maybe it was just because the magazines that I read made a big deal about Black Tyranno, um, being a thing. Uh, it lists obviously the final boss, um, and then there's two other bosses that it lists, but we haven't got to them yet.
Right.
I think if memory serves, one of those two bosses we will definitely fight on our next gameplay. As
Okay.
I believe we're tasked to go save the Guru of Life.
Yeah. Melchior.
Yeah. Which, Stefan has already deduced that it is, in fact, the same Melchior in our timeline. Despite the fact that I tried to be like, well, it could be like his like great 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 grandson type of thing.
But no, logic has it for the win that it's nope, did not dissuade me at all. I was like, no, it's the same guy. It has to be. And the logic that I have is really sound, but I guarantee that that's not the logic the game is using to put it together.
remind the people at home what is the logic that you're discussing?
The logic that I had was the fact because he's just like, well, it could just be the same name and it's a family name generations. I was like, actually, no. First off, as soon as we go back to Melchior to fix the sword, he talks about the Dreamstone that doesn't exist anymore. He apparently knows, like, he knows exactly how to fix it, which if Dreamstone hadn't been around for literally centuries, he wouldn't even know what Dreamstone is because even Robo doesn't have records of what Dreamstone is. So it has to be the same guy because one blacksmith can part all of his knowledge onto his uh,
Apprentice?
apprentice, but you cannot create the exact same thing with the exact same precision. So, like, they only made one of this sort. Only the original blacksmith would be able to repair it. That's how I feel. Unless they're changing it into a new sword, which he didn't. So,
And that's fair.
that was the logic I went. I was like, no, it's the same guy. Can't be anybody else. It's him.
Yeah, fair. No, and you know, the idea of Mr. Wrong using sound deduction is crazy. So
Rude.
and I was wrong. It's Frog that does have the AoE heal spell because I'm using it in the gameplay right now. Yeah, it's only like 150 or so, but
no, Frog has his own too, but fuck, Melanie has her own. Marley. I was just like, I'm struggling. I knew it was an M, but Marley, Melanie. Fuck, I'm all twisted now. But she has, I think, not Allure. Hers is called something else, but it does like 100 to everybody else because I think Frog's is like Bubble Breath or Bubble something. What is happening to your characters? What move was that?
it's when he's counting down and roaring. This is where we figured out where his weakness is. When he's counting down to do his like big move, his defense is severely lowered.
Yeah.
So that's when you can actually like do shit to him. And it was all about the Thunder Chomp. It was all about the Thunder Chomp. I remember that now. So
yeah, Thunder Chomp for the win, and then I had Marley, so she was just healing everyone every round, and I just Thunder Chomped and elixired every fucking time I ran out. I was like, this guy's kicking my ass.
mm-hmm. Like I said, I remember him being a tough fight.
I had Luca.
So
I had Luca because I kept fucking up. I switched to Luca before the fight because I wanted her to learn attack. And so I had her use protect on everybody. That's right. And I don't like Luca.
Poor Luca.
I only used her because if you kept talking about Marley and Luca's tech of
Antipode.
Antipode and how good Antipode is, and I haven't even used it yet.
Telling you, it's good. It's worth it. I mean, like, you're more of a magic person now. See, I can't dedicate 2/3 of my party to be magic. I got to dedicate 2/3 of my party to be physical attacking. Like, it just doesn't. It just doesn't work for me because of my gameplay style. So,
I mean, I'm all for magic, but in this sense, they all have physical abilities. Like Marley and Luca, like they clearly are not that strong compared, but they still can hit decently. Where they fall more under the white mage than anything because they are supporting characters.
well, I would make the argument that Marley's the white mage, Luca's the black mage, Frog is probably like the red mage.
Yeah. Yeah, Frog would be a red mage. No, he'd be a paladin. Because he has healing, and he uses a great sword.
I mean, yeah, I suppose you could make the argument of paladin because he does have the healing, but most paladins don't have, at least in like Final Fantasy-esque lore, they don't have, they usually don't have attack spells. So, but
No, I mean in D&D, I guess they do,
yeah,
but yeah, maybe not in other.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could maybe
Anyway,
say Chrono would be kind of the red mage.
yeah, I could see that because he is kind of an all-rounder.
Uh, anyways,
Yeah, it's like that was a random silence.
I was just I don't know why I was just staring at what was happening on the screen there with
Yeah.
showing Tyranno dying and Azala crawling off.
Yeah, no, I was watching the video too, and then I was like, snap back to reality.
So we beat Tyranno, and basically Azalea says, fuck you all, and I hope you all get wiped out. Isla trying to be compassionate and what makes the difference between like the reptites and the humans, um, you know, and basically trying to tell Azala like, hey, this isn't the end. It doesn't have to be the end, you know. And we
Like
get
we
the
can save you. Like
yeah,
doesn't have to be like this.
and then we get the whole fiery hedgehog from hell intro to the planet.
It's a spiky kiwi coming to Earth.
And Kino shows up to try to, save us with the dactyl and get us to fly away. And yeah, to your point, I mean, obviously, like they have the subtle change of that this is going to usher in an ice age because, you know, what theoretically happened, with the dinosaurs, right? When the dinosaurs,
The
uh,
clouds and ashes covered the sky.
yeah, they didn't die per se because of the direct hit of
Cold.
the meteorite. I mean, some of them obviously bit it because
Oh yeah.
it was a huge like nuclear sized blast, but the residuals is that the cloud coverage of the planet prevented the sun from getting in, and we had
Which
the
killed the
ice
plants.
age, and yeah, like their food sources are gone, and so that um that being a whole thing. They kind of did the same thing there. Like as we go back, because we will end up back in prehistory at least one more time, like for actual story purposes or at least side quest purposes.
Mhm.
You'll hear them talk about how it's getting colder now.
Oh.
Like so, it's the change is starting to happen. It's just not an immediate change, but it's starting to like happen.
Yeah, because I would imagine that it's not instantaneous. Like just because the cloud gets covered, like it takes time for that stuff to happen. So like in the real world, if that was to happen, I would expect that it would take a few months before like you started seeing like everything going to shit. There's a TV show that's honestly literally about that. Lost in Space. Lost in Space is this family literally they leave Earth because Earth has become just clouds of carbon monoxide essentially. Or no, yeah, monoxide, not dioxide. Where like even day and night it's always dark. And so they have to leave the planet to look for something else because plants and everything are dying. When you leave your house, you need to have a respirator, like all of that. And so like that's essentially what happened is like Earth started failing where the plants were dying, everything, and you need to be smart enough to get off planet to become a host family on a new planet.
Okay, I've never watched any of the original like Lost in Space, so I had no clue.
Oh, I
Um,
I didn't watch the original either. I watched the reboot of it and it was amazing.
oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
that all happened. And it's funny because they end up right back here at Tyranno Lair, which they would not be able to approach in any way, shape, or form. To be honest, they
is he
would be
filled with
lucky.
lava?
They would be lucky to actually get away properly without
Oh yeah.
dying.
The fucking wave of sound and everything would fucking eviscerate their bodies.
Yeah. But, video game
Game
magic.
logic. Yeah.
So they determined that Lavos has buried itself deep within the earth at this point now. And we can't get back to it like by going there. But
Yeah,
we
that
go,
whole area would be gone.
yeah. But we investigate the area and there's a gate there. So, and of course I go buy shit before we go.
Yeah, gotta restock on our potions.
Yeah. And then we go through the gate that was here, and we're going to end up in 12,000 BC. We don't know that right away. We just know that we're in some kind of ice age because as we walk out of this cave, it's a frozen, barren wasteland. Honestly, you would think maybe we're in like 64 million BC or something like that, just because of what Azalea was saying. But, and we had talked about it when we go to the end of time, that Ayla existed in a time before magic, right? Well, and 12,000 BC seems to be when the time of magic actually
Popped off.
springs forth. And it's humans using magic. Everything we've been shown thus far is that it's the fiends that are magic users, not humans. The humans have forgotten on how to use magic.
Yeah.
So, but we get to 12,000 BC. We do a little exploring.
Do we learn why humans forgot how to use magic, or does that not get touched upon?
I'm going to say yes, that we at least understand why humans
Forgot?
it's not so much as that they forgot per se, I think. Again, I have to be careful not to reveal anything.
I just ask really good questions, okay?
You ask the type of questions where it's like, tell me what's going on now.
Kind of.
They Okay, so let's talk about right here. We're in Inhasa, the first city in the Magic Kingdom of Zeal.
Yes.
Do you remember thinking how pompous some of these fucking people are?
Oh yeah.
Are you familiar with how in almost every form of media, those who are like pompous assholes usually get their comeuppance?
Comeuppance?
Yeah.
What's a comeuppance?
They basically get what's coming to them.
Okay. I was like, this sounds like a dirty joke.
No.
Comeuppance?
No. They basically get what's coming to them.
It's almost on the line of up dog.
Yeah, sure. But it's at some point in the time of between now and obviously the only other point in time we have reference to next from here is 600 AD. So
Yes.
sometime in the next 12,000 years, basically, almost 13,000 years, something happens and they've
Reset the clock.
they've basically realized that they fucked up and that magic isn't everything. And if I remember correctly, most of the people like that had magical prowess, they were only had magical prowess because of living in the Kingdom of Zeal.
Oh, okay.
Like once certain thing, I mean, it's not really a spoiler. You can probably guess that something's going to happen, and the Kingdom of Zeal is just going to go away during our playthrough.
Oh yeah. I mean, something along the lines of Jesus dying and then it's a new era happens.
Yeah. Basically, once the Kingdom of Zeal goes away, a lot of them just straight up reveal that they've lost their powers.
Oh.
So
Okay.
the Kingdom
Even
of Zeal.
Melchior?
You make a bold assumption that Melchior has magic?
He's fucking ancient. He's a vampire at least.
Doesn't mean he's magical. Doesn't mean he
Vampires are,
sparkles.
by all means, he's a magical creature. Anyhow,
But he fixed our sword, so he's kind of magical.
yeah.
But yeah.
He fixed my erectile dysfunction. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're
Go
fine.
on.
But yeah, so they do eventually kind of like humans lose their ability to use magic, and I think the ones that that do retain it really realize that they shouldn't have that kind of power.
Oh, okay.
And they're few and far between. Like, maybe not necessarily that they shouldn't have the power, but they've realized that you know, not everyone has it, and they're, you know,
With great power comes great responsibility.
yeah. Well, and you know, in the Magic Kingdom of Zeal period, they all, like, you can tell from the people you talk to, if you pay attention to them, that they all think they're better than the people who live down on the surface. So there are people living on the surface still that are not
Yeah.
living in Zeal. So they have that pompous attitude. So
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't fully paying attention to everything they said, but I do know that the few that I read the dialogue, they're like, "You're not one of us. You can't sit with us."
yeah,
It was,
yeah, and
it was
you
very
get a
like,
lot of
you
that.
don't look like you belong here.
Like, some of them even
Like,
say,
go
like,
fuck
I
yourself.
I can sense your magic, but you don't look like you belong with us.
Yeah,
So
rude bitches. They are the mean girls.
yeah. But you saw in the video there as we were babbling, that was Prince Janus. I think his technical title is Prince. I don't know. He's the Queen's son. So, and we will also meet the Queen's daughter here at some point in the near future, which I'm going to go ahead and we're going to speed this up a little bit. Get to where we want to be. Had to watch us go back and fight stuff and okay.
Get items.
Yeah. So we're in the final city, like the actual capital of the Kingdom of Zeal at this point now. And people are talking about this wandering prophet that's shown up and talking about how the queen has kind of changed recently. Some people have said that she changed before the prophet showed up. But now there's this prophet and he seems to know everything that's going to happen. So that's pretty impressive magic, honestly.
Which I have a hunch of a feeling we're gonna recognize who the prophet is.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Like, it's someone we've met already?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been done before. Like, someone gets sent to the past and they don't know how to get back, so they're like, actually, this'll happen. So I have a feeling it's someone we've met. I don't think it's who's the elf that we fought?
The elf?
The demon,
The
the
Fiend
demon
Lord?
elf. Yeah,
Magus.
Magus. I don't think it's him because I think he's lost in the prehistoric times because that's where we woke up. I think he's still there somewhere plotting his revenge.
Okay.
I don't think he's in the time we're currently in. We're gonna see him again, I bet. I guarantee it. But I don't think he's the prophet. I think the prophet's gonna be someone that we're like, you.
Fair, okay. Um do you have any wild speculation of like a specific person if you think this is gonna happen?
Logic goes to that it should be evil elf, but it wouldn't make sense that he's in this time period. He fell in time with us to prehistoric times. So like it doesn't make sense for him to be here. But one of his fiends. No, who else fell through time with us?
It
The
was just
barrier one. The one with the barrier.
no. Ozzy wasn't with us.
No, he wasn't with us, but it if it had to be somebody, it has to be someone connected that would know that information. Actually, what time are they from?
600 AD.
They're from AD. Okay, so they would have the information. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who it could actually be for the Prophet. I just have a feeling that it's someone we've met.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. There's your Mr. Wrong prediction. So here we're seeing a cutscene here between Lord Janus and Lady Shala, the two queen's children, and he's kind of a whiny little bitch with his little cat,
Yep.
and
Which he was saying that the cat was his mom, wasn't he?
no.
I thought he had made a comment when we first entered the room, like, that's not our real mom. This is our mom.
Well, he said that's not our real mom. Yeah, he believes that the queen is no longer herself.
Okay.
So
I thought that was the case, but I guess I thought it was something different.
and she becomes like a uber bitch. So
Yes.
But yeah, we're still checking things out, and we eventually have to go to the queen. We're gonna try to go to the queen, type of thing. This is you caught it there. This is the Mammon Machine Chamber. This is absorbing energy from Lavos.
Yep.
And then it talks about one of the gurus right there. But yeah, the Mammon Machine is absorbing energy from Lavos. That's how they're powering their entire continent. Is basically they're utilizing Lavos.
Right.
So, as science fiction has taught us, that's never a good thing.
Yeah, that's what's gonna create the disaster. That's what creates the bite of 87.
So what?
FNAF lore.
Don't speak to me about your FNAF.
It's the bite of 87. It's the biggest thing about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so you see here that door looks very, very familiar. And they make note of it that they've seen it before. But our pendant also looks like Shala's pendant, but it won't.
Yeah.
It won't power the door. So of course, what do?
Get it to.
We go to get it powered up. We go visit the Mammon Machine. We offer up the pendant to the Mammon Machine, and who the fuck designed that creepy fucking looking machine? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that.
Yeah. But we'll come back to that later. So let's go visit with the queen here.
So, can I make another prediction?
Yes.
So, Marley's pendant that clearly gets this upgrade with the Mammon Machine, they look the exact same. We're in the past. So, could it be that Marley is a descendant from the maybe kings or like uppity crowd from this period?
So I think it's speculated that Marley may be a direct descendant of the royal family of Zeal, which would make sense as to why she has magical prowess.
Yep.
Because she's a direct descendant of these people. But
I
has
the pendant that they clearly use for their doors.
Yeah. But I don't think it's ever like truly confirmed. But okay, so now our new players here, we've got the queen, we've got the prophet, and we've got her like General Dalton. So she immediately is just like, oh, so these people are gonna fucking oppose me, huh? And sicks her boy on us. Now, I thought this battle was unwinnable. Apparently, I was wrong because you were able to actually win it.
Yep.
The outcome is the
Kick
same
ass.
either way. I obviously didn't get any like experience or anything for it. But this thing, I don't know about kicked its ass. This thing kicks ass. Like, it's fucking ridiculously
hard.
powerful. I also had the very
509
low
damage.
team. Like,
Oh yeah, true.
yeah,
You're
like,
trying to get that antipode.
yeah. If I would have gone in probably with Ayla and Frog, I probably would have been able to try to beat it. But I mean, he drops Chrono so quick that
Yeah, I mean, his first attack did 509 damage, and right now Chrono has the most of 709. So every other character, like I see Luca's HP is 585, so that's 90% of her HP right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this thing wasn't supposed to be winnable.
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, it is not the last time we'll see it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, maybe not for me, because I did kill mine.
It's not the last time we'll see it.
Okay. As because you said that this thing wasn't killable, so like they changed it. My storyline might have changed because of that.
No, it still doesn't change anything. I'm
Mm.
almost 100% positive that it doesn't change anything by doing that.
Okay.
You just maybe get like an item or whatever that I don't, like item and XP. So
I don't think I even got like a good item. I think it's more the experience and
TP.
getting 80 TP just from the battle.
Yeah, and I mean that's, as you can see, that's obviously a lot of TP compared to we're getting like on average like 10 at most for things.
Yeah.
So, but so they lock us up. Shala obviously tries to come help us. She wants us to free the Guru of Life from Mount Woe, which is going to be our next actual gameplay spot. But unfortunately, before we could get away, the Prophet is here. He knew what we were going to do. And she begs him to not kill us, but instead send us away. And it's revealed about the time gate at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, why do you think the Prophet would spare us? Well, I guess since you think the Prophet knows us already. Well, they do know us. It was revealed that they know us. They know who we are, but that we know them.
Is it Magus? Because I'm looking at the hair that's coming from the behind the cloak, and that looks kind of like Magus's hair color. Because his hair color was blue, right?
It might have been like a bluish purple.
Is it Magus?
Magus.
Whatever.
Do you want me to tell you if you're right or not?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense how he would get to this time period when he fell. I guess if it was like a time stream like Doctor Who, he fell into a separate time stream or some bullshit. But no, he would have, because realistically, if our entire party fell into the prehistoric times and only he fell out in a different time, that's bad story writing, first off. So
I don't agree with that, because time
is it because he's Magus and that's how the game works?
But time is supposed to be wibbly wobbly anyways. And keep in mind, we ended up in the Mystic Mountains in prehistory, but that wasn't the gate that we originally went to. Remember, the gates are pretty much like interlocking 1 to 1. The time vortex we went through to from his castle to prehistory was a completely, it was a unstable gate. So, but yes, It is Magus.
Okay.
Now I'm going to leave you guessing as to why he knows everything that is happening in
Well, it's the past.
yeah, but if he lived in 600 AD.
Which is the future.
So I'll leave you guessing as to how he knows how everything in the 12,000 era is happening. But yes, it is Magus, and
Okay.
that will come back in the likely in our next gameplay session as well. So we get out of 12,000 BC. We realize we're locked out. We have to figure another way in. Luca brings up that someone had said that someone was creating a device to be able to travel through time, and that she remembers like reading about that person in the future. That's why we're going to the future now, 2300 AD, to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall thoughts about what's happening in the game so far? Is the story starting to pick up finally? Lavos was not created by Magus. He was actually summoned or fell. I don't know if you could really say he was summoned per se.
Yeah, I think it was by
Coincidence? Yeah.
that he came here, and then they just named him that because that was part of their language.
So, oh, I left in my death. How nice of me.
Yeah. Dead.
But yeah, so
Also, now we can unlock those boxes, which we need to go find, which I don't know what's in the boxes, but I feel like that's something we do off stream because it's just collecting items. I feel like that would make sense. Unless there's one that you want us to find on stream.
I'll look at that. I'll look at that before we reconvene for like the side questing stuff. We still don't have easy access to roam around time. I was figuring on doing that during the side quest portions of things because we will have a way to freely move about in time.
Oh, that's right. There's a different way to start traveling eventually.
Yeah.
And we get a vehicle.
Yes. But there's also things that you there are specific boxes that you can just straight up open, and then there are specific boxes that you'll want to open but not take the item, and then move to a later point in history and find the box again, and it has like evolved. It's a weird mechanic, but there are certain ones, and I'm going to have to look up which ones they are to make sure that we get the best items out of them.
Okay.
So don't just run around looking for the damn boxes and like open them up.
That's all I was gonna do.
I know. So just wait for me on that.
So it has a Final Fantasy 12 gimmick.
Kinda.
Of don't open certain chests along the game in order to get an ultimate weapon.
Yep. So yeah, the story's picking up. Lavos was not created by Magus. He fell in prehistory. In 12,000 BC, they are utilizing Lavos' power to power their whole lives, basically. And then if you look at the timeline, if you look at the jump, in 600 AD, Lavos does not exist. Lavos is no longer mentioned, other than Magus admitting that he was summoning Lavos, or trying to summon Lavos at that point in time, until 1999, which Lavos just basically shows up and says, "Ha ha, fuck you all," and blows up the whole damn world. So it's,
no motive, just murder.
Murder! So it's interesting what we got going on here as a result of it. But more will be revealed now, again, that we're into the Ice Age, which is kind of where the crux of everything storyline starts happening and starts making sense. And then again, once we have access to our time vehicle, we'll start being able to see how, the past affects the future and stuff with everything.
Right.
So
butterfly effects.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And there's your phrase for today, folks. Butterfly effect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about real quick before we head off?
I think that covers it. I think, let's see, because I don't think there was anything that like really stood out that I was like, who the fuck are you? Figuring out that I was Magus, Dark Elf. I'm proud of myself for that. Because he was literally not, because while I was watching the video playback of the hair color, I was like, that's the same as Dark Elf.
He's
And same
literally
length.
he's literally in the same clothes. Like if you carefully look at his clothes, he's literally in the same clothes. Yeah. Now,
Well, not the cloak.
well, the cloak is slightly different, yes,
Yeah.
but you can see like his like legs and boots, and it's very obviously the same. Now,
I didn't pay that close attention to his clothes.
fair enough.
I wanted to kill him.
Fair. Again, I do want you to kind of like pay close attention as we move about in 12,000 BC for certain things. I really want to leave you with the idea of like, okay, you've guessed that the prophet is in fact Magus, but how does someone from 600 BC know everything that's happening in 12,000 BC? So think about that for next time, everyone.
Wait, from 600 BC to
From
1200 BC?
No, 12,000 BC to 600 AD.
Okay. I was like, the way you said that, I was like, wait, what? What?
So yeah, think about that.
He's a demon, right?
Who said he's a demon?
Is he?
I don't know.
Because he works with the demons.
Fiends. They're fiends. Doesn't necessarily
Fiends.
mean demons.
He's the fiend lord, so
He just has exceptional magical prowess.
okay.
So
he could be a human.
for Mr. Wrong,
no,
I am Legionkaje. We are the D20 duo because that's the name we came up with, and this has been
And this has been
Questlog.
Questlog.